guys, welcome back to Spring Queen Stream. Y'all know me, I'm Jessica Cameron, and today I have with me the very talented and lovely Ginger, Miss Dani Inks.
Dani Inks, Dani Inks.
So what are we going to be talking about today, Dani?
We are talking about the movie The Perfection on Netflix currently, and it's amazing.
Okay, so fun facts. One of the reasons why I love having Dani on the show, not only because she's a dear friend of mine and I love spending time with her, but also because she's not a typical horror fan, and I think that it makes for interesting discussion and debate, as opposed to just like the same kind of horror fan who's going to like the same stuff and say the same things. And I think that it gives a much better review and overview of the film when you have people with contrasting opinions who like different things.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, The Perfection is a 2019 horror movie that's 90 minutes long that you can find currently on Netflix. The synopsis reads as following. Allison Williams from Get Out and Logan Browning from Dear White People star in this genre-bending film from Richard Shepard. It says, in this twisty horror thriller, a once promising music prodigy reconnects with her former mentors only to find them taken with a new talented pupil. And obviously things go kind of awry from there.
They go haywire.
By the way, this review will contain spoilers. Pretty much everything we do contains spoilers. I find it really hard to talk about a movie without mentioning spoilers.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's true.
You can but that's also where like I like the trailer reaction videos, because to me those you only know what's publicly available. You know. Yeah. That being said, I do want to talk about the cast for a minute. The leads are Allison Williams from Get Out, Logan Browning from Dear White People. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either. I've been wanting to see it, but.
And then also Steven Weber.
Steven Weber, love him.
Right?
Wings, back in the day. Right. I remember when I was little, I watched reruns of Wings on like USA or TNT or whatever it was. And I was like, I was really young. And I was like, he's so cute.
He really is, isn't he?
He's really cute. And he was in something else that I was like, oh, he was in a version of The Shining that was on, I want to say ABC.
It was, the Mick Garris made-for-TV one.
Yeah, and I like that one a lot. And he was great in that.
I haven't seen that.
Oh my God,
I should track that down.
It's so good, you guys. You might hate it because you really, really love the original.
I really like the but I really like it
and
for
people
what
love
it
the
is.
original. Yeah, but this one's closer to the book as well.
And I love the book.
And Kubrick took liberties with his version, which nothing wrong with that. I mean, unless you're Stephen King. That's not that.
The casting, I thought, was just phenomenal. I thought everybody did a really great job. I thought that their skills and their looks and their appearances were great. I really liked the mixing of the races. I really liked the fact that the one lead was African American. I thought it worked really, 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 really well. It wasn't one of the things where it had to be, but it just worked really well.
Oh yeah, it's like one of those things where it could have been anybody.
Yeah. And Steven Weber was just like a pleasant surprise, because I didn't remember hearing that he was anything.
No idea he was in there, and I was like, oh, Steven Weber, I love you.
Right. And did you see Get Out?
I did not.
You did? Okay, so I wasn't blown away by Allison Williams' performance in Get Out. I thought she was fine. I thought she showed the hand too early. I could get the ending or about the endings. So I wasn't really...
She's the white girl, right?
Yeah. I wasn't impressed with her. Let me say that. She was fine. She's not bad in any way in Get Out. For me, she was just only okay. But I thought she was really exceptional in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Just standout, exceptional, carried it. Brilliant.
Oh yeah, it was great, and she's so pretty. She reminds me of, oh gosh, why can't I think of her name? She's she's Maggie in The Walking Dead. Can't remember the actress's name right now.
Watch The Walking Dead.
How do I watch The Walking Dead and this bitch doesn't?
I know. I don't even know.
She still hasn't even seen the end of Game of Thrones, just saying.
I haven't. But everyone also has told me, like, it's not worth seeing, so don't bother.
I didn't mind it. Anyway, we're not reviewing Game of
side
Thrones.
note, yeah. Let's get back on track. So what did you think worked well about The Perfection?
Everything. The only thing I didn't really... Well, okay, so this is the good stuff. So everything, the chemistry between the two actresses, like, that was hot. Like, they were the younger of the two was, like, kind of flirty with the other girl, and they were like, you know, there was this chemistry, and then they ended up in the hallway, and they were like making out, and I'm like, ooh, this is
right. And I didn't see that coming either.
You didn't? Oh, I totally did.
No, I did not.
Oh, I 100% did. The second they looked at each other, I was like, oh yeah, they gonna do it. them bitches gonna do it. It's gonna be hot. And they both are gorgeous. But the chemistry with the two of them, though, because you can get two pretty girls and it doesn't mean they're gonna have chemistry.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Shocking.
I mean, if you're a straight dude, you don't really care if there's chemistry. But for a film, great chemistry. It was really, really good. I really dug it.
I loved it. I thought it was really, really, the chemistry again was just palpable.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked really, really well, especially because like their characters are supposed to sort of be introduced almost like as a competing entity.
Yeah, they're
right,
supposed to be like
the one's like the replacement of the other, effectively.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had sort of like instant chemistry,
Yeah.
I thought was really a wonderful casting choice and spoke so well to the actors.
Yeah.
What else worked?
The editing.
I call that the editing too. Just being exceptional.
So the scene that comes to mind, there's a scene where it's all dirty. I liked it. It's when the girls are like in their room or somebody's room or hotel room. I think it was a hotel room, and they're kissing, and the one girl kind of goes down on the other girl, but it's during. So it starts out as them playing cello together, and they're doing a duet, and then it cuts to them in the room, and it goes back and forth from them messing around to them actually playing cello, and like them like looking at each other while they're playing, and it was just, and the music was laid over top of the whole thing, and it was just so stunning, like, you know, and it was like, you know, right as the girls get ready to finish, it stopped, like the music stopped, and she was moaning and doing her thing. Spoiler. We said that at the beginning. And the music stopped, and she starts, you know, moaning and whatever. And there was it cut to the end of their cello performance, and everybody's clapping, but the only sound you can hear is the bedroom stuff. But you see everybody clapping and cheering and like, whoa, like, and it was really beautiful. I thought it was really well done.
No, I thought like the editing and the sound design and everything about this film was so beautifully done, really
great.
Exceptionally done. I really loved a lot of the transitions. I really liked how it was edited with regards to like the reveals, how they would like sort of do like a rewind, like and like sort of show you like the things that you might not have caught, just to sort of like lay it out
so
on the
this
floor.
is how this happened, because it kind of comes out of left field. You're like, what the?
You're like,
wait
wait
what?
a second, what did I miss?
Did she
and
just
then it's almost
like
like what the hell? And then they're like, let us explain to you how that came to be.
Yeah, that was
and I thought it was really
cool.
clever and really expertly done, and it was done in a way that didn't affect the pacing to me, which I would have been concerned originally. So I thought that was really, 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 really exceptional. So that editor deserves literally an award because he did such a brilliant job.
That was really great.
I also loved how it was shot. It's beautifully shot. Everything about this movie is stunning. You could literally take pretty much any screen grab and it looks like a painting. Like it's
it's
stunning.
so like the lighting is just it's so
powerful.
Well done. Yeah, it's very powerful. And
the score also incredibly powerful
and
really high impact, emotional.
Well, it's because it's about two musicians. Like the score has to be good. If the score isn't good, when the two leads are cellists, like classical, like top-notch cellists, like if the score isn't good, then you're like,
oh, I agree.
Yeah, so it was really, really good. I really liked that.
Yep, and the sound effects. I called it a note, like one of the ones towards the end is when the lead gets knocked to the ground and the sound of her ears ringing. It was just such a powerful ad. You know, really, really powerful.
I didn't even notice that.
The sound effects were so seamless in with the score that you really have to sort of watch it a second time to sort of pick them out for me. But I think again, upon watching it a second time, I thought it was really, really fantastic. It was really good. And then the other thing that I called out was like the VFX and the effects. I know that there were some computer generated effects, but I thought that they were well done for what they were. For me, it didn't bother me. And then on top of that, I thought the practical scenes that were practical were so wonderfully done.
Everything was really, really. It was for Netflix thing. You're just like, oh, okay, it's Netflix. Like there's allowances that you give because it's not like some big blockbuster thing. But yeah, it was really, really good. It was a little. Like it was just really realistic, and a couple parts grossed me out a little bit. Yeah. So I'm going to put that in the plus column. It's also going to come up in the negative column a little bit.
Anything else you want to call it for what really worked?
Steven Weber.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, I have already said this, but spoiler, he starts out as you see him as the supportive mentor and teacher, and then at the end you see this, the thing I love about Steven Weber is he plays the villain so well.
He does.
But he also plays a good guy too, really well as well. So, really well as well. Well.
I like how he plays very complicated villains seamlessly.
Yeah, and he's so, and he did nudity for this.
And I really, again, that editing choice, they blur it out, so like you see it, but not really.
He was like, you see him fully nude, but it's all blurred, so you don't see things. So I'm sure he had stuff covered. But yeah, like it was really well done. Like you see, he was the supportive mentor, and he was a little bit of a hard ass, a little bit, but like he was just a stern mentor. And then you see she called him out on him and how he treated the girls when they were younger, and you just saw that flip. Like he was just like super concerned, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah. So
I thought he was such a wonderful choice.
Such a great choice, because he does that like that. Mm-hmm. He does both so well, and he's so charming. Mm-hmm. So he can play the good guy, but like the bad guy, I'm just like, you're the bad guy, but you're still charming, and I still kind of want to like deal with you. So I love those kind of bad guys where I still kind of want to do it with them. But that's just,
I'm sure they love it too.
It's just my thing. Yeah.
Now, what did not work for you? And I'm going to be honest, I don't really have much. The complaints I have are minor at best, and it was a struggle to find them.
The only thing that I can think of that didn't work for me was the amounts of vomit. I didn't really like. I didn't think they really needed that so much, but I get where they made the choice. That's just me.
So I completely disagree.
Well.
I think they needed to show every bit of that, because it had to be so intense that we would believe that she was hallucinating to such a severe degree that she would be willing to chop off her hand.
Yeah, I guess.
So the vomiting was just showing how far gone she was. I don't disagree with
the choice. It just made me uncomfortable, and that's the biggest thing about this film that made me so uncomfortable. Like, it wasn't even like the statutory rape shit, or not statutory, it's like just rape. It's what it is. But it was just, but I'm just not comfortable with that kind of stuff.
But I think the whole tone of the movie was trying to make you uncomfortable. Even like the effects, the subject matter, the little girl. I definitely think they kind of relished in there, like playing around and making you uncomfortable.
It kind of did a flip-flop. Like, it started as like, it looks like it was going to be this romantic piece about these two girls who like hit it off, and then all of a sudden it just takes a change, which is also a good thing. I shouldn't be talking about it in this category, but yeah, and then that like everybody's puking. I'm like, gross. When
I could see how some people, some horror fans especially, might not like how it sort of starts out like almost a dramatic
it didn't
drama.
It did not.
It doesn't
in the first 20, 30 minutes. It does not.
And it's really not. It's more of like a thriller.
Well, yeah, it is. It's definitely.
You know
a
what I
thriller.
mean? But I could see how like some horror fans are like, it takes too long to get to that place. And it does, but for me, the payoff made it more than worth the while. So I don't count that as a negative.
Like, yeah, I liked it, but I'm also not a horror fan. So some horror fans are like, I want everything to be crazy from the beginning. Like, this was definitely a drama, and the pacing was a little slower than most horror films, but it wasn't any slower. It was actually more fast-paced than most dramas, so I felt like it was in between. Mm-hmm. So I was actually cool with it, because like at first the first 10 minutes was a little slow, but it was only 10 minutes, so I was like, all right, cool. And then it picked up right away. I mean, hot girls being flirty with each other and cello music.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna. For me, shit. I didn't even notice it. I was like, I love the fact that you're waiting for something horror to happen.
Yeah, but it's like.
For me, although I really liked the ending, I thought the ending was really, really great. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more. I thought they glossed over a lot of it. Like, you cut to Allison's character's back missing a hand, and Steven Weber has been graphically tortured, and the horror girl inside of me is like, I wanted to see you do that to him.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of cutting at the end
You
with
know?
the torture stuff, but that's a mainstream thing.
Yeah.
Well,
It also
I
time.
actually
You've got like a
appreciated
90-minute
that.
movie, so I don't know how you would have fit that in there because again,
appreciate
you've
that.
still got so much time. So
That
for
was
me,
just you being a really intense
I
horror
wanna
fan
see the
that wanted
torture.
to see that shit. I don't, so I was happy with it.
I also would have liked it if the final, whatever reveal had been practical. I'm pretty sure it was CGI. I'm like 99% positive it was CGI.
It was absolutely CGI.
Yeah, and I think that if they had done it practical, they could have gotten some more
Yeah,
close-up shots that would have like played around with like
yeah,
the
but it would have
uncomfortableness.
had him in the makeup chair for 100 years, and
I
he
know, but
was
still,
he
take
was
one
the
for the team,
name
Steven
on
Weber.
this. Like,
Take one for the
if
team.
you, but he was the name on this, and I guarantee. Well, I don't guarantee. I'm sure they probably. It's pretty low budget. I don't know what the budget was.
I don't think it was that low budget.
So, but yeah, I think. I mean, he was the name, so he's going to be the star. So he's going to be the one who has the most issues with things, and they probably wanted to keep him out of the chair.
Oh, I'm sure, and also time. Keep in mind you're paying somebody by a day typically. Yeah. So questions, comments, concerns. I don't really have many for this film, if any. I just really loved it. I thought it was great. Yeah, and everything sort of came full circle.
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more at the end. Not necessarily the torture shit, like this bitch, but the end went really fast. Like it was just all of a sudden like boom, boom, boom. This would happen, and like, oh, okay, that was fast.
I thought they made like some interesting choices. Like putting in the final fight, they put a selfie cam on Allison's character, so you don't see the fight, but you see her face during it. And I thought that was an interesting choice.
It was an interesting choice.
And I thought it worked for this film because you're so engaged in the character. I think it'd be very hard to do this on any other film. So again, not so much a question, comment, or concern, just sort of a comment.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
It was an interesting choice, yeah. Yeah.
It worked.
I think
really
everything
well.
really worked, and
in the end, like again, like it's a little bit like, really, would that happen? But again, you have to suspend reasonable disbelief.
Well, yeah, but it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie. End of the day, it's a movie.
Now, would you recommend this to others?
I would, definitely, because the hardcore horror fans, I feel like even though, yeah, I would.
I would too. I think that I think everybody should give this movie a shot because I think it appeals to so many people and it's so well done.
Worst
I think
case
everybody
scenario,
can get
you watch
value
the
in
first
it.
half hour and the girls make it out. If you're a guy, that's two hot girls making out. And it's like really hot too. It's not even just like, we're kissing. No, like they're just like, and it's really steamy and hot and I like that. The emotions were there and that sells it for me.
Yep, and they were chemistry-wise so great. I haven't seen that level of chemistry on screen in a very long time.
You mean that amount of chemistry?
Yes,
You said
the amount. Sorry, the amount of chemistry that those girls had.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
Well,
casting.
you know what? It put me in mind of, I know a lot of people don't like this film, but it put me in mind of Brokeback Mountain, because that movie, even though it was two guys, so it was a lot harder for a lot more people to swallow, and it was a long time ago. But if you actually watch the movie and you get past the fact that they're two men, it's just real. Like the passion and the chemistry is just like, whoa.
But I think it's so
really
important,
intense.
and it was so there.
It was.
Like I said, I also think like even though the beginning is a little bit slower, I thought the pacing catches up. Again, I think it's highly
the pacing's
worth a watch.
better than Brokeback Mountain because Brokeback Mountain is really slow. But if you, so.
Definitely. So anyways, if you like this channel, if you like us, don't forget to like button down below and also subscribe. 10 billion bonus points if you join the Patreon. You can get signed swag. You can get private Google Hangouts. It's a really good time.
I was
so
like,
please
don't
check
say
that
private
out.
dances because you won't get that.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how much you give us, I guess. Let's talk about it.
Awesome. Stay bloody, guys.